Look, I know you want to manifest your dreams into this reality. I know. I know you want to take your intangible thoughts, your unseen thoughts and desires. I know you want to materialize those unseen thoughts into matter, right? We're talking about solid, liquid, and gas. We talk about water vapor, going from water vapor or steam, condensing and freezing back down to ice. Water vapor and stuff we can't see, condensing down to the solid, seeable, touchable. You know, that's what manifesting is. Materializing thoughts and desires into matter. I got a few secrets for you, though. I got a few secrets for you. Let's see. Leave that thing out of there. So today we're talking about matter. And I'm talking like Project Patter. But yes, we're talking about matter. So, that's what we're going to do. When it comes to matter, it's bound. Get that right. Anyway, so matter is bound by space and by time. Anytime something is bound, that means it's not free. That means it's not free. And if it's not free, then it must be held captive as a slave. And here's where you come into play. Because every slave has to have a master, including matter. So you run that role, master of your reality, what matter is creating around you. But you gotta play by these laws. Time and space. Let's see. So when it comes to talking about time and manifesting or materializing, of course we got to talk about this right here. We got to talk about patience. Let's see. patience is about enduring. Look at that. DUR. Like enduring the duration, because all time is a measurement of duration. So you're going to have some patience in order for your matter to materialize. It doesn't just go from it don't just go from water vapor to ice like that. Not under normal conditions. If you got the right conditioning, yeah, you can do that. But we gotta follow these steps and phases so we can get to the solid realm of what we want. And that's gonna take time. Now, time is subjective. That doesn't mean it's always gonna take XYZ amount of time. Because like I said, time is duration. Time is also, this time I'm talking about here when it comes to materializing, it's dependent upon you. So here's what I mean by that. Let's see. So we got patience is enduring, and time is duration. You see that DUR there? Try to. See that DUR? And that DUR, that's about the duration. And that duration, or that time, has everything to do with your temper. But before we jump into that, right, time again down here. Because the Latin of time is temp. So we can talk about temperance, which, if you know about tarot, the temperance card has to do with patience, enduring, because temperance is about self-restraint. And that self-restraint is how you affect the matter. Let me put it to you like this, since we're dealing with the time. Because don't forget, you got your temporal lobes, your temples, and your temporal lobes in your brain. Your temporal lobe houses the hippocampus, which got everything to do with balancing time and your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm is that biological internal clock that you have. So temperance, all of this has to do with time and manifesting matter. So when it comes to temperance, like I said, that's self-restraint, and that's having patience. But let's talk about, I'm gonna erase the board for this one, because we need to talk about the temper and those emotions. The emotions got everything to do with creating matter, energy in motion. Since we're talking about time, right? Temper. Wait a minute now, before I get too deep off in this video. Let's talk about something I didn't manifest it. And that would be my affirmation and healing coloring journal. And you can manifest it too, right to your doorstep, by hitting the link below and getting this ordered for yourself from Amazon. An affirmation and healing coloring journal. Now Now let me share some of my favorite coloring pages in here with y'all. Reality is my masterpiece. Reality is my masterpiece. Past hurt does not define me. I allow my finances to heal. And this one here. I create the world around me. So yeah, shop with me. Link in the description. Back to the video. Like I said, temperance. Temperance is restraint yet again. And restraint is to be bound or a slave and not free. But it's self-restraint when there's temperance. So, I'm going to write temperance up here too. Again. Patience and self-restraint as temperance. So when it comes to that temper, let me draw a little person down here. I'll just do a stick figure today. So we got our little person, right? Let's see. So we got gas, liquid, and solid because we're talking about materializing matter, correct? And then do it like this. There's the ice. So we're talking about temper and temperature. And time. The temperature affects the matter. The more you heat this ice up, it's going to turn to liquid, into water, and then it's going to evaporate, turning into vapor. Because it heated up. The temperature turned up on it. And vice versa. You turn the temperature down, that water is going to start turning over to ice. We can say the same thing with this person over here. This person starts heating up. Their emotions, their liquid stage, the neurotransmitters, start heating up. And they get hot-headed. They blowing fumes, right? They mad. Oh, yeah. But when you come down and you become cool, calm, and collected, now you're coming down to your grounded state, which is your I am, your root chakra. You're becoming more rooted and grounded when you can control your emotions. Because there's going to become tests. Because tests are going to pop up. Of what you call tests. To test, oh, is that really what you want? How are you going to act if I give you the opposite? People say, oh, I prayed for the blah, 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 and the opposite happened. That was a test to see how you were going to react. Are you going to react? Are you going to embody and give the emotion of what you want or what you see? Because that's the matter you're going to create. Sometimes you can be so close to freezing over that manifestation, to solidifying and materializing. And then the universe throw you that test. And depending on how you react to that test, be your next result. And sometimes we can mess it up because, oh, somebody did something and now we want to go back and revert to an old way. Get hot-headed. Start bubbling up and steaming. Now, what we're trying to materialize is going the opposite direction. When all we had to do to control the timing, because we're talking about temperature, T-E-M-P, timing of that manifestation being created, was control those emotions. Calm down, become cool, calm, and collected. Because the solid realm is more coagulated and collected together, while the gas realm is electrons and ions just bouncing everywhere. More chaotic. They call it entropy. Less entropy down here. More organization and togetherness. Cool, calm, and collected. And that's what you got to do to manifest it. Cool, calm, collected. That's what you do to manifest it. Cool, calm, and collected. That's what you do to manifest it. Anyway, thermodynamics. Yeah, we're talking thermodynamics. Anyway, so you don't want to be hot-headed. You want to know how to control your emotions. Become cool, calm, and collected at the situations that are at hand, especially pertaining to what you want to manifest. That's why you got to identify self-limiting beliefs. Because they're going to pop up. When they pop up in your mind, oh, no, I ain't worthy of that 6-figure job. And then you start getting antsy. Are you getting more aggravated and irritated? Or are you cool, calm, and collected and you put yourself back in that state of, I'm worthy of all that I desire. Keep yourself in that state, feeling good, actually embodying the emotion of that. And that's what starts to solidify. Start letting the emotion slip away and thinking about what you have in front of you, what's going on in your mind, instead of what you want to create. It's going to start vaporizing, evaporating from you. So, yeah. Just to recap, you want to manifest or materialize things into matter. You need to remember that matter is bound by space and time, which means matter is a slave, which you are the master of. I master my reality. Reality is my masterpiece. I say it all the time. And the way I purposely and consciously control this reality is by controlling my emotions. Mixing my thoughts with emotions so that I could densify and create mass and solidify those thoughts and emotions and pick up on them in my real reality. In my reality. So, yeah, I think that's all for now. Gratitude and healing.